A conscious eye on the environment and social issues of a country can help it flourish and overcome many challenges it faces. A top priority for many organizations today is corporate social responsibility, which focuses on how businesses deal with their environmental, social, and economic impact. To bring about a revolution through the diverse range of subjects, Institute of Directors holds international conference for the corporate sectors to spearhead towards new ideas and practices, ethics, transparency and accountability.
Institute of Directors is the only institute which is a grouping and which is required for the networking and as an association of corporate directors in India. The whole idea is to bring in best professional experts in each of these areas, see what are the trends and how boardroom practices, boardroom decision making should be geared with this.
The 8th International Conference on Corporate Social Responsibility and also the presentation of Golden Peacock Awards for CSR activities, both national and global, was held on the 17th and 18th of January 2014 at the ITC Windsor Manor, Bangalore. The agenda for the conference touched upon various topics like strategizing CSR, creating a shared value, and mandating CSR among the corporate and discussing the success stories by conducting plenary sessions.
This kind of exchange of ideas will help them to know the problems in proper configuration, and they need constantly to upgrade their ideas. And this is some kind of a step towards that. In India, it is a unique experiment which has been conducted with a great amount of integrity and vision.
You need to focus on building relationships because a company today is a portfolio of mutually beneficial relationships, and use your CSR activities, to help you to build relationships with various groups.
Eminent speakers addressed the conference by talking about making CSR an actionable business agenda and discussing various aspects of the topic. The conference then moved on to discussing about creating a strategy for undertaking CSR activities and the link between CSR and competitive advantage.
The topic today is making CSR an actionable business agenda. So the first challenge is for a corporation to make it a business agenda, and then we'll see how we can make it actionable. Because many of us know this, many of us are aware of it, we wish it, but we're not really sure how to go about it. All growth has to be inclusive. I think we understand that now. And for those who took their time understanding that the requirement of building the environment around them through CSR. So what is CSR? It is basically sustainable, responsible business, wherein we decide according to what we do, what is responsible, whether you're working in, for example, in the building sector, as the General just said, in government, in healthcare, in life insurance, health insurance, whatever it be. What is responsible business? That is got to be focused on first before we decide what we can do. And this has to be long-term, towards all stakeholders, otherwise obviously it will not be sustainable.
When we look at the growing size of corporate India, where the businesses are growing and when their capacities are expanding, I'm also sure that their capacity to respond to some of these complex challenges that exist in our society, their capacity is also building up along with that. I am not trying to absolve the state from its responsibilities. I am just placing the situation as it exists in our society without absolving the Indian state of its responsibilities. But as corporates may be transnational, but still they have responsibility towards the societies where they inhabit, where they thrive. So when we look at this whole issue from that point of view, I'm sure the corporates can respond to these situations. Sufficient scope exists for them to make very meaningful interventions, and through those interventions to change the lives of many people.
This initiative will help a new nation, a strength to build a new nation where everybody will have food, shelter, education, health, so on and so forth. This will be a happier society. So money earned by the rich will be passed on to the needy, the poor, downtrodden, untouchables, so on and so forth.
The link between the CSR and the competitive advantage, it complements the very first point of the session, that is aligning and embedding CSR in your business strategy. Now, if you align, first of all, you'll have to figure out what exactly you want to do. We are into CSR policy, research and advisory. So I'm sort of continuing from where we work. As a company, you will have to realize and identify the sectors that you want to work in. We work with a lot of companies across India, and when we go and talk to them, they usually ask us a very open question: can you study our business agenda and put in alignment a social objective chart and put it in front of the board for us to make presentations, and we are the ones who are making the presentation. Ideally, in a correct situation, this should be done by the board and a reverse thinking should be done. So we were talking about leadership. Yes, it should flow from top. Therefore, we also thought that this is one forum where the independent directors would come in, the CMDs and the managing directors would be able to enforce a thought process change. So for example, when we go to companies and we talk, we say CSR should not be treated as a policy, it should not be treated as a mandate, it should not be treated as an advertising alternative, it should not be treated as a marketing strategy. The core of the issue is a state of mind.
Friends, before I ask you for, invoking your sensibilities and your compassion for corporate social responsibility projects, I think I need to first answer as to how responsible are we as government towards citizen. And that gap between we and they, it's high time it gets bridged. And that's what the innovation is all about. It talks about making this of the people, by the people, for the people, a real situation to feel that yes, government is ours and it's working for us. And the basic pillar is empowering people. So each one of you, I'm sure, have had to deal with government, and I'm sure you would have abused at the end of the day. But what I'm going to present before you is, at least after these 10-15 minutes, you'll really feel empowered and you feel, yes, government is not what we thought it was. And there is a way to get all that you want to get, what you should statutorily, you should legally get without any pain and all gain.
I think this is a real opportunity for companies in India, but more importantly for society in India. And some really good examples already. So the Times of India, hearing about their program in particular was very exciting.
Post the enriching and profound plenary discussions, it was now time for the Golden Peacock Awards night. The Golden Peacock Awards were established by IOD over 2 decades ago and are today recognized as the hallmark of excellence and stand out as unique for recognizing achievements of those who create sustainable and promising businesses.
I have great pleasure to welcome you all for this Golden Peacock Awards night, and I'm extremely grateful to His Excellency for being here today with us. Just a few words. The responsible competitiveness brings out the best in individuals and in organizations, has been amply proved by Golden Peacock Global and National Awards instituted over 2 decades ago. Today, they are recognized worldwide as the hallmark of excellence and have earned and achieved much affection, admiration, and adulation from industry as a holy grail of corporate excellence. I will only say that the awards are self-assessment based, and their preparation helps to inspire and align the entire workforce of the applicant's organization. I have great privilege to specially welcome and thank His Excellency, Shri Nikhil Kumarji, Honorable Governor of Kerala, as the chief guest and Right Honourable Lord Rana from UK to be present here on this Golden Peacock Awards night. On behalf of all of us, we thank His Excellency for sparing his valuable time to come here from Trivandrum and to spend this evening with us. Thank you.
May I request Lord Diljit Rana, Honorary Consul of India, Northern Ireland, to address the gathering.
Corporate social responsibility. I think in the Indian cultural context, we should call it cultural social responsibility. Because even before the so-called corporations, companies came into being, our heritage is the heritage of sages like Guru Nanak, Kabir, that we believe in giving. And it's not just giving money, whatever. Everybody is capable of giving something. Advice, time, sharing the food, and that is our culture. It is our culture, and we should take pride in our culture. I'm glad that the Government of India have started this